Today's horoscope, Taurus April 2nd, 2022. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money, and compatibility with other signs. Transits today inspire practical thinking. You readily draw upon experience and wisdom and apply it to a current problem. They're also suitable for quiet study or work in relative solitude. Dealing with responsibilities rather than hiding from them can be satisfying. You tend to notice and handle details. You're in a cycle that draws you to alone time, time for reflection, meditation, and a general break from competitive, materialistic, or overly demanding pursuits. It's a time for reflecting on the past and what you'd like to put behind you. A new moon occurs early tomorrow, and it's bound to direct you well in your quest for answers. After the new moon, you may be particularly motivated to close projects, end unfinished business, and get closure on matters that have left you wondering. Today, it's important not to jump into something new. The moon is balsamic today, suggesting that it's a better time for reflection than innovation. You are unlikely to follow through on endeavors begun now. Your love horoscope. Single, crushing, or already romantically attached, one thing's for sure, you have a lot to think about. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer, but you're being called to reflect on everything from your love language to your ideal relationship and why. This is especially true when considering today's karmic square between your planetary ruler, Venus, and the nodes of destiny. And though Venus will continue to ignite your 10th house of authority, the north and south nodes are activating your axis of me versus we. For instance, is your life mission and reputation in the world getting in the way of your current connection? Your career horoscope. Has something got you riled up at work? Now that the moon fires up in Aries, your subconscious is delighted by the ram's bolster. This secret fire fueling you could be just what you need to buckle down at work. It may feel like you are running off a hidden battery power. But the passionate lunation could also become easily frustrated, implying that you may feel somewhat emotionally bottled up. If you find yourself becoming increasingly annoyed with aspects of your job, you should either open up productively instead of blowing up. Your finance horoscope. In her final 5 days in your career sector, Venus is doing her best to steer this professional year in a lucrative direction and look for any short-term income opportunities. However, with the most active months of the year on the income front still 2 months away, Venus is mainly focused on first gaining the right professional momentum. Social life today. You are full of energy and other people are carried away with it. You feel like going out and having fun. Who could say no to that? It will be easy to encourage others to participate if you end up on the town on your own, which is unlikely, but possible. You'll have no trouble finding company. Your dating horoscope. You can be right without being all righteous about it. Keep your ego under control with whips and chains if that's what it takes. Flirting tips. Be prepared for love to become a more permanent feature. You don't have to do much to get yourself noticed. Your secret is to simply be yourself, even if sometimes you feel a little uncertain. What matters is you're prepared for any eventuality. It's in the most unexpected of places your dream lover can appear. Lucky numbers 5, 8, 17, 31, 41. Your well-being horoscope. You seem to love games that involve mystery. Have you been playing enough board games lately? Generally speaking, there are not enough adults who play board games these days. Human beings are among the most playful creatures on Earth. When it comes to working together to solve a mystery, we easily combine forces. Indulge your sense of mystery in choosing the books you read, the films you see, even the kinds of conversation you initiate with your friends. Socrates said, "I have decided to be happy because it is good for my health." Your daily numeroscope. You'll find your concentration and practical thinking strong on this day. Whether you have projects to tend to at work, or you have a day at home, you are sure to feel ambitious when it comes to getting things done. This is a natural effect of this vibration, and making the most of it can see you with a stack of work labeled done. So go ahead with confidence and enthusiasm. You'll have things wrapped up in no time flat. Daily Planetary Overview. Ready or not, it's time for a round of big boss, little boss at the office. If your supervisor isn't very savvy, you could be forced to take control of a current project. They might be protective of their role, but you can navigate your way around this power play. The Aries new moon could rock our world by shaking up our sense of stability. Under this luminary, we are cosmically asked to step up and manifest a new vision, which could prove challenging. The universe could create obstacles and throw roadblocks in our way, but with the right planning and a positive attitude, you can overcome them and fly high. But hits to the ego and emotional meltdowns will happen. Think of this like a seasonal shedding. In order to embrace the new, we must let go of what we've outgrown and no longer need. Unfortunately, if you haven't been trusting your instincts, you may have been thrown off your path. Now you're learning that you need to rely more on your third eye when dealing with others. Your intuition can be a lifesaver if you're open to accessing it. Sky for today. In the pre-dawn hours, the moon enters Aries, ending its void course, which began shortly before midnight last night. Over the next 2 days, we are eager to make our mark on the world. This ingress portends an influx of enthusiasm, but we can also behave carelessly now, too consumed with our personal initiatives to notice that there are others in the room. We might be excited to start a project, but less interested in the detail work required to complete it. Be mindful of how you wield your energy. Before midnight, the Aries new moon offers us a fresh start. At the top of the astrological new year, we are encouraged to set intentions for goal manifestation. What risks are we willing to take in the name of further self-actualization? What obstacles are we willing to brave? How might we employ courage to change the course of our life's direction? It is quite probable that at this moment, in the darkness of the new moon, we look at our lives and realize all the ways that we are not at the helm. Our choices could be dictated by careers, relationships, or personal expectations that are not actually relevant to us. They were relevant at some point in the past, but we have neglected to set new goals after we achieved the old ones. Without impetus for self-discovery, we are going through the motions. In aspect of both Mercury and Chiron, we can consider new practices or methods of communication that will facilitate our healing, buffer our confidence, and help us to overcome old anxieties. Contemplate coming back to yourself by aligning your ideas with your actions.